Why the 1845 R official is the rarest government secret in Philately. You've heard of the penny black, everyone has, the world's first adhesive postage stamp, Queen Victoria's profile. May 1840, it's the most famous stamp on earth, but here's what almost nobody knows. While the penny black was being handed out to millions of ordinary Brits, the British government was secretly printing a second version for itself. A version the public was never supposed to see, a version so obscure, so tightly controlled, that when the plan collapsed, officials tried to burn almost every trace of it. They didn't quite succeed. Today, fewer than 3 dozen confirmed pieces of the original printing survive, and most of those are locked away in museum vaults, not private collections. This is the story of the 1840 VR official, the stamp the government made for its own eyes only, and why, nearly 2 centuries later, it's still one of the rarest objects in the entire hobby of philately. Stick around, because bullet point number 4 is the reason this stamp barely exists at all. The setup why the government wanted its own stamp. Let's rewind to early 1840. Rowland Hill's postal reform has just launched. For the first time in history, anyone can send a letter anywhere in Britain for a flat rate of 1 penny, prepaid with a small adhesive stamp. It's revolutionary. It's also a logistical nightmare for the people running it. Government departments, the ones sending official correspondence by the truckload, needed a way to prepay their own mail without mixing it in with the general public's letters. Officials wanted a stamp that was visibly, unmistakably government. Something that couldn't be pocketed, resold, or misused by a clerk with sticky fingers. So the post office ordered a special variant of the penny black. Same design, same engraving, same Queen Victoria profile everyone would recognize, but with one deliberate difference baked into the corners: the letters that gave it away. On a normal penny black, the top 2 corners carry small 5-pointed stars. On this special printing, those stars were replaced with 2 letters, V on the left, R on the right. VR, Victoria Regina, Latin for Victoria the Queen. A watermark of authority hidden in plain sight, stamped directly onto government mail. It was elegant, it was clever, and it was almost never used. The stamp that never shipped. It was printed before the penny black even officially launched. The VR official plate was registered with the post office not once but twice, first in mid-April 1840 and again in early May, just as the standard penny black was going public. This wasn't a rushed afterthought. The government was serious enough to lock in the design formally, on paper, weeks before the public even got their first look at a postage stamp. Thousands of sheets were printed, and almost none were used. Printers turned out over 3,000 good sheets of the VR official, each one containing 240 individual stamps, identical in scale to a standard penny black print run of that size. That's hundreds of thousands of individual stamps, engraved, watermarked, ready to go. And then, the plan just stopped. Nobody in government could agree on how to actually roll it out. Which departments would get it? Who would control distribution? Whether it would even save money versus just using regular stamps. The bureaucracy that dreamed up the VR official ended up strangling it before it ever reached a single mailbag. A tiny number of sheets were sent out for administrative use, a handful used to accompany early postmasters' notices, and 1 sheet reportedly given directly to Rowland Hill himself, who used it to experiment with cancellation marks. But as a functioning government-wide official stamp, it never happened. Meanwhile, the government fell back on something else for official use. The Mull Ready, an illustrated prepaid letter sheet that the public despised so intensely it became a national joke, mocked in cartoons and satirical prints. Ironically, the thing everyone hated is what actually got used, while the secret, elegant stamp sat in a drawer. The bonfire. This is the moment that makes it rare. Here's the part that turns the VR official from obscure curiosity into a philatelic holy grail. In January of 1843, almost 3 years after those sheets were printed, the post office made a decision. The VR official experiment was dead. The stamps were sensitive, semi-official documents that technically had monetary value stamped on every single one. You can't just throw them in a bin, so they destroyed them. Nearly the entire print run, those thousands of sheets, hundreds of thousands of individual stamps, was deliberately destroyed on the government's orders, burned, pulped, or otherwise eliminated from existence. Out of everything printed, only a small handful of sheets are known to have survived that purge. We're talking about roughly 24 sheets, tops, and that's sheets, not loose stamps. Some of those survivors ended up carved apart over the decades, individual stamps sold off, gifted, or archived separately. Others stayed intact as what collectors call imprimatas, essentially a first edition proof sheet, the philatelic equivalent of a director's original negative of a film that was never released. Today, researchers estimate there are only around 2 or 3 dozen confirmed surviving examples of the true 1840 VR official plate, across every form, loose stamps, marginal pieces, and imprimata fragments combined. Many of those known survivors already sit inside institutional and museum collections, meaning they will likely never appear on the open market again. That is a smaller surviving population than almost any other classic stamp from the entire Victorian era. What makes it more than just old and rare? It's rarer than the rare version of the world's most famous stamp. Let's put this in perspective, because most people assume the penny black itself is the rare one. It isn't. Over 68 million standard penny blacks were printed in the standard run, and roughly a couple million are estimated to survive today. You can genuinely buy an original 1840 penny black for well under $100 in worn condition. It's iconic, but it's not scarce. The VR official is the opposite story. Same year, same printer, same design language. But instead of tens of millions surviving, you have a population that can be counted individually by researchers who track down each known example by hand. It's a stamp that was never technically issued, which makes ownership status genuinely murky. Philatelists still debate the exact legal and collecting status of the VR official. It was approved, printed, watermarked, registered, but not formally released for public postal use the way the penny black and 2 penny blue were. That puts it in a strange grey zone, officially real, officially government produced, but never officially issued to the world. It's part stamp, part government document, part historical ghost. Its value reflects genuine institutional grade rarity. When examples do surface at auction, which is rare in itself, they draw attention from serious collectors and specialist auction houses, not casual buyers. Marginal imprimata pairs and fine unused examples have fetched 5-figure sums in pounds sterling at dedicated philatelic auctions, and the most desirable pieces carry 6-figure catalogue valuations. For a piece of paper the size of a large postage stamp, that's a staggering multiple over its face value of 1 penny. Why this story matters beyond stamp collecting. Here's why I think this story is bigger than Philately. The VR official is basically a 184-year-old case study in bureaucratic failure. A government agency identified a real problem, engineered a genuinely smart solution, spent real money manufacturing it at scale, and then killed it through indecision, then tried to erase the evidence it ever happened. Sound familiar? It should. Governments and institutions still do this today. Pilot programs get built, funded, printed, and prepped, and then quietly shelved and destroyed because nobody could agree on rollout. The only difference is that in 1840, the prototype happened to be a beautifully engraved piece of Victorian-era security printing, which means the failure left behind physical collectible evidence instead of just a deleted file on a server somewhere. That's what makes the VR official different from a normal rare stamp. Most rare stamps are rare because of printing errors, low mintage, or accidents of history. The VR official is rare because a government tried to make it disappear, and today, every surviving example is a literal surviving fragment of a secret internal program. How to spot one and why you probably won't. The identifying features, for the record. If you ever want to know what to look for, it's the penny black design, imperforate, printed on paper with a small crown watermark, and instead of stars in the top corners, you'll see the letters V and R. That's the tell. Everything else about it mimics the standard 1840 penny black almost exactly, which is part of why it fooled so few people and why so few slipped into general circulation undetected. Realistically though, you are not going to find one in a shoebox of old family letters. Nearly every known example has already been identified, certified by expert bodies, and tracked through auction records and institutional archives for decades. This isn't a check your attic story, It's a these already live in the world's great philatelic collections story. So, the next time somebody tells you the penny black is the ultimate prize in stamp collecting, you can tell them the real secret. The rarest piece of that story was never meant for public hands at all. It was a government's private mail security experiment, printed in secret, abandoned in confusion, and nearly wiped from existence on purpose. What survived is a handful of paper ghosts from the birth of the modern postal system, proof that even in the age of Queen Victoria, governments were already learning the hard way that great ideas don't always survive contact with bureaucracy. If stories like this, the hidden histories behind the objects we think we already know, are your kind of thing, hit subscribe, because this channel digs up one of these every week. And drop a comment. What's the most surprising secret government version of something ordinary you've ever heard of? I'll read the best ones in the next video. See you there.